When Capcom negotiated the license to make a fighting game based on the X-Men, Marvel included a condition in the contract. Capcom had to put a Street Fighter character in the game. The developers complied by hiding Akuma as a secret character accessible through a specific input sequence, quietly establishing a crossover between the two universes before anyone outside the studios knew what was coming. The game was directed by Akira Nishitani, one of the primary designers of Street Fighter II, and built on the same CPS2 arcade hardware. The arcade version stored 32 megabytes of data for character sprites and animation alone. Every home console available at the time, including the Sega Saturn, the PlayStation, and the 3DO, had a total of 2 megabytes of RAM. Converting the game to home hardware meant finding a way to compress 16 times more data than the machine could hold. Capcom's solution for the Saturn was to cut a third of all animation frames from the game. The result was noticeably choppy compared to the arcade version. When Capcom attempted to port the game to the PlayStation, the technical problems were severe enough that they abandoned the project entirely and contracted it to an outside studio called Probe Entertainment. Probe also struggled with the conversion. The PlayStation version eventually arrived in early 1998, 3 years after the arcade release, and received poor reviews. The game was the first in what became the Marvel vs. Capcom series and introduced the super jump, air combo, and assist mechanics that defined the entire franchise for the next decade.